depression doesn't always mean that it's this big, heavy thing. Sometimes it's this small feeling that you have that's just in the back of your head, just repeatedly just there, making you understand that it's there and it's not going away, you know? It's not always a huge, huge thing. It's not always people wanting to commit suicide. Sometimes it's just people, you know, feeling like they can't breathe.
I've been dealing with mental health issues now for, I'd say, most of my adult life. However, it's changed over the years, even more so after my strokes. So I went through a bout of severe depression at that time.
But it started in some years ago, back in 2012. I had my first, I guess, contact with the mental health system as a patient. I had an involuntary admission in a psychiatric unit. And to make a long story less long, I came into contact with some nurses there that really inspired me in what they were doing and how they were treating me. On the flip side of that, I came into contact with some nurses that, you know, just kind of made things a lot worse and made me feel small and inhuman in a lot of ways. So that was the first step on my journey of even being aware of mental health as a concept, as an experience at all. It never really occurred to me until it happened to me.
I mean, I didn't always have anxiety, right? I developed anxiety about 8 years ago after a car accident. And thankfully everybody was okay. I was okay physically. No one was hurt. But the thing that triggered my anxiety was actually this person's like response to the accident. So I was yelled at and stuff, and then later that night I had my first panic attack, and I was like, what is this, you know? And I just remember like running out of my house and just like trying to get some fresh air. But that was my first experience with it, and yeah, I guess that was like a trigger for it. So I didn't always have anxiety.
Getting to what's happened more recently has been such a massive change. My anxiety, I've been suffering from anxiety attacks, panic attacks, agoraphobia. And agoraphobia is a fear of big open spaces. I'm always fearing of falling. I've got different sort of, I've got tinnitus and vertigo, so there's always this feeling of being unbalanced, and so all of that, it all plays with each other to create this very sort of unstable environment for myself.
I have been diagnosed with bipolar type 1. It is a type of bipolar that's characterized by one or more lifetime episodes of mania and psychosis. So I think there's that immediate, when people hear bipolar, they think the bipolars and you go up and down, up and down. But there are several types. I consider myself fortunate that I've never had a depressive episode. When I get unwell, I go up and up and up and up, and then I'm got like in another planet. So yeah, I was diagnosed with bipolar type 1.
2015, I was diagnosed with major depression. What is it?
Major depressive disorder.
Yeah, and anxiety. Major depressive disorder and anxiety disorder. I don't even know what it is.
It's someone else's way of putting you in a box, but yes.
So my first child, I spent a long time with anxiety after having her. Despite the amount of preparation, nothing could have prepared me, and it triggered anxiety for me in a monumental way. I mean, I don't mean, I'm feeling anxious today. I'm talking about never being able to sleep, totally going insane when it had gone on for so long, and I had gone through every other treatment option that I thought was reasonable. Yeah, it was medication. That was the only thing that helped my anxiety with postnatal depression.